Welcome, salutations to all great Gana Sadhakana. If not, the great profound Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana, listening fortune will not come to us. From how many lives you are all doing wonderful tapasya that brought us to this level. Hence, salutations to you, gratitudes to you, congratulations to you, and wishes and prayers for all of us that in each class every day when we come, definitely something substantial we may gain and go. It can be a new information, new technique, new knowledge, new innovation of sadhana, or what is already known is known more deeply, strongly. Thus, every class when it goes on adding, slowly, steadily, may we become sure about our sadhya sadhana, do sadhana, reach the sadhya. Remember all the 12 Vyaktitvas which we have to strengthen in ourselves. The Shanta Gambhira Vyaktitva, the Prerita Vyaktitva, the Prayatna Shila Vyaktitva, the Sadhaka Nishchaya Kruta Vyaktitva, Nirantara Shrota Vyaktitva, Atma Jignasa Vyaktitva, Samsara Mokshutva Vyaktitva, Gurugana Shishyatva Vyaktitva, Daiva Bhakta Vyaktitva, Jagat Viragi Vyaktitva, Dharma Sthavana Vyaktitva, Loka Seva Vyaktitva. Also remember the 6 sources of blessings, the Ishvara, the Parabrahma Tattva, the Jagat Mata, the Devata Ganas, the Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Gana, as well as our Guru Gana of the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru Acharyas. Being in touch with them through various upasanas, gaining the knowledge, empowerment continuously, while engaging in the blossoming of our Vyaktitva, in which alone, in that jignasa, we are trying to know the self. In the effort of knowing the self itself, we slowly discover that that self is we only. While this is happening, by the freedom from all our entanglements with the upadhis, with the world, may we transcend all dukkha, all bhaya ityadi, which were always there when we were at the upadhi level. Staying at the upadhi level, wanting to become free from the bhaya, from the dukkha, shoka, it is impossible. And without realizing the actual self, the imaginary not self, which was cause of bhaya dukkha, cannot go away. Always remember the example. Without knowing the rope, snake cannot go away. Without snakes going away, the fear and misery born out of snake cannot go away. That example, how powerful the non-existing snake is, creating such a fear and misery in us. So too, the entire world, cause of misery, itself is not there. The me who is becoming miserable also is not real. And yet, see the pangs of the miseries, pangs of fears, pangs of limitations we go through. You know, when the child or somebody shoutingly wakes up from the sleep. What happened? Why have you shouted like that? I don't know, such a terrible dream came to me. And I shouted. Now where is the dream? You are awakened. So we are in a long, terrible dream. And shouting, suffering, becoming miserable. Wake up to reality, free from all limitations. Free from all bondages, free from all dukkha's miseries. This is the only thing worthy of pursuing in life. Everything else is of no use. which was so vividly presented to us in the recently concluded Bhagavan Adi Shankara Stotra Adhyanam, second one. In that Anatma Shri Vigarhanam. है ना येन स्वात्मा नैव साक्षात् कृतो भूत ततः किम ततः किम ततः किम ततः किम. See, the text was so important. We have gone through it. So welcome for the study of the most profound Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Shastra. We have done with the first Vairagya Prakaranam, in brackets Viveka also. Now in the second Prakarana, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana. We are seeing the samvada between Sri Rama and Sri Vishwamitra Rishi. Vishwamitra ji, while addressing Rama, while praising Rama, says that you are as good and great as Shukadeva, only some marjanam is required for your enlightenment. Immediately Rama asks, what is who is Shukadeva? Even though he is awakened, what does it mean that yet he was not convinced to? To that the answer is given about Shukadeva ji. He is a Viveka Vairagya like Rama, very hardly. Swabuddhi say, he is even has realized the self, yet he was in dilemma as to is this that one the ultimate. Then he goes to Sumeru Parvata Shreni, where Father Vyasaji was seated. He asks him, then he tells, listening to this, I know all that. Shukadeva says, yet not satisfied. Then Vyasaji says, yes, beta, I also don't know. Beta, we go and know it from Raja Janaka. Shukadeva ji comes to Janaka Puri, 7 days outside the Dwara, 7 days inside the Dwara, 7 days inside the Antapura. At the time of being in Antapura, he is offered with all the bhoga. Shukadeva ji, like Nachiketa was offered, like Ramaji also was offered. He is a prince. Everything of the country, all the bhoga, or it is free disposal. But Shukadeva ji with his Vairagya, Viveka disposed them off, but then never touched them. Then now Janak ji invites him, then praises him and says, you have already reached. What for you have come? What can I do for you? In this language, Janakaji asks question, or just says, why did you come? Same thing Shukadeva says, what is said to father. What father said, same thing Janaka says. Shukadeva says, I know it. Then he says, yeah, you know it, but now confirmation is, what you have known it is ultimate. Be settled in it. That is only the Nama Matra Antima Samvajanam, the Shukadevaji word is required to be done. The subtlemost point in that is what? That final touchings are done by the Guru Maharaj. That is the ultimate essential thing. But the glory of Shukadevaji there, Ramaji here is what? They themselves were so subtle and sharp in their intellects and its usage that both one side, the Mithyatva of the Jagat, therefore Vairagya for the Jagat, and the Sadvastu, they themselves have recognized. Without the much of the Upadeshas. Because what they have reached is ultimate, only this much certification was required. So that profound portion, let us consciously, sloka by sloka, chant that and see the meaning and feel it. Please remember, from here onwards, the Bodha, the teachings start. Infinite patience we have to grasp what is said at every level. So that our sitting in the class becomes fruitful. But itself will not be fruitful finally unless what is being spoken in and through everyday's class, thus in and through the text, unless that is fully grasped. That is never in the hands of the Guru. Guru at the most, Acharya at the most, may remind us of what was said in the earlier class. But remembering entire thing and connecting is our genius. Thus, adding brick by brick, adding bit by bit, let us gain the authentic, complete knowledge. And abide in that knowledge. Knowledge is of two types. One knowledge which is to be followed by the actions for antakarana shuddhi. Another knowledge is just abide in that. Here it is the Atma Jnanam. Let us see today. Let us do our prayers like every day. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahanam Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsha Rushibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatah Sarva Satshasтрah Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarva Sampadam Lokaviramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Om Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikirmunisimhasya Kavitavanachariणः Shunvan Ramakathanadam Konayati Param Gatim Tasmai Shri Gurave Vasishtamunaye Nityam Namaskurmahe Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyamanagham Bhuyo Namasyamyaham Tasmai Valmikaye Shri Gurutama Gurave Bhuri Bhavairnatasmaha Purnananda Swabhavah Swajanahitakrute Mayayopattakayah Karunyadudidhir Shurjanamanavaratam Mohapanke Nimagnam Avishyantarvasishtam Bahirabhikalayan Shishabhavam Vitene Yasamvadena Shastramrita Jaladhimamum Ramachandram Prapadye Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Samastam Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Namaha. Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Shri Vaashishtha Vishwamitra Valmiki Vedavyasa Shukadevadi Samasta Brahma Vidya Acharyebhyo Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayanadi Shastranam Acharyebhyo Namaha. Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha. Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Krupa Anugrahena. By the grace of all of them, Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Bodhena, because of the Brahmatmaikya Bodha taught in the Upanishad, Asmin Kshane Eva Kaivalya Praptyartham. In this very moment, may we get the Kaivalya Prapti. Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Ukta, the Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Santavangmaya, whatever is said in that, Sadhya Sadhana Anubhava Siddhyartham, to experience Sadhya through Sadhana. Tatrokta Samasta Rishimuni Guru Devata Darshana Anugraha Anubhava Praptyartham. In all those Shruti Smriti Purana, whoever the Rishimuni Gana are there, may we have darshana of them, blessing of them. Sanatana Dharmasya Vaidika Hindava Samskrutehe. Of the Sanatana Dharma, Vaidika Hindava Samskrutehe, Sampradayana, Shastrana, Bhakti Jnana Yoga Vedantani Prakriyana, Guru Shishya Bhakta Bhagavat Paramparana, Punaruthana Jagarana Vishwavyapti Dwara. Vishwa Adhyatmika Pragati Ekata Shanti Puroabhrityartham. So the Sanatana Dharma Ukta Jnana Prachara, so that the entire Vishwa should become one, come out of all differences, develop that peace and oneness, and they may all grow for this purpose. Rama Mandiravat, Asmin Dharma Samstapane Kankanabadha, Asmakam Saha, Sarvesham Mahanubhavanam, Gurunam, Acharyanam, Shriya Vilashanam, Bhakta Shishta Sadhaka Sevaka Upasaka Jignasunam, Ashramanam Samsthanam. All those beings, Gurus, Rishi, Mahatmas, who are busy in establishing Sanatana Dharma. For all of them, Purna Irarogya Ishwarya Kshema Stairya Dhairya Viryadi Samasta Shakti Sampada Sanukuleta Sadhananam Prapti Bhagyabhyantara Shatru Vigna Nirmulana Preranotsaha Prapti Dvara Dharma Samstavana Karye Nirantara Digvijayartham. For all of them, by the Lord's grace, having obtained the Dirgayu, Arogya, Shakti, Jnana, Adi. Also by removal of inner and outer Vignas and Shatrus, may their endeavor of establishing Sanatana Dharma become successful, including our efforts. Sri Rama Mandiravat Shiva Krishna Samasta Mandiranam Ashramanam Punyakshetranam Vishwavidyalaya Adinam Punaravapti Tesha Nirantara Sadhya Sadhana Seva Shastra Adhyena Adhyapana Upasana Yajnayagadinam Dvara Bharatavarshyasya Sanatana Dharmasya Bhahyabhyantare Sthita Samasta Shatrunam Shashvata Rupena Samula Nirmulanartham. Just like Rama Mandir we got, so too the Kashi Shiva Mandir, then Krishna Mandir Mathura, and all thousands of mandiras, Punya Kshetras, Vishwavidyalayas, which are destroyed 99% by the Shatrus, the 1% by other reasons. Let all of them be reinstated, and let in them every day yajnas should happen, upasana should happen, sadhana should happen, seva should happen, shastra adhyana, teaching, adhyapana, learning and teaching should happen, with which the entire, whoever are there trying to disturb Bharata Mata, Sanatana Dharma, Shatrus inside and outside, may they all be quieted. Either they should get the Sadbuddhi or they must be eliminated. This prarthana we must do every day. If not, aggressively, physically, manly work we are not doing for Sanatana Dharma's re-establishment, at least this prayer, if we can do, that will work wonders. Then, Vishwe Dharma Moksha Purushartha Samsthavana Dvara Vishwa Samrakshana Vyuruddhyartham. Only the Arthakama Purushartha promoting is the cause of total destruction. That should be only less than 1%. Everybody, whole world, should be established in Moksha and Dharma Purushartha. Then the whole world becomes one family, giggling, laughing, loving each other, helping each other. So all our efforts of all our Shastra Adhyanams should bring that Moksha and Dharma Purushartha as the main Purusharthas in the hearts of all beings, especially human, so that the world is saved, world is moving towards the higher evolution. Isn't it? As the time is going on, happening, every time when the cycle of times change, time cycle changes, moment by moment, minute by minute, day by day also, yearly cycles are there. There are 5-yearly cycles are there, 10-year cycles are there. That's how the 100-year cycles. This is how within the bigger cycles, smaller cycles of times keep on moving. Bigger than the biggest cycle of time is the Mahakalpa, the Brahmadeva's one complete lifespan, which has got 100 years, each year got 365 days, every day has got 1000 Chaturyugas, and each Chaturyuga. The Kali Yuga is said to be 4,32,000 years. 2 times that is Dwapara, 3 times that is Treta, 4 times that is Satya. Put together 40 lakhs years. That is one Chaturyuga. Like that, 1,000 Chaturyugas happen in one day of Brahmadeva. Same amount of time he sleeps. That way, Brahmadeva, 1 year and 100 years he lives. That's what Mahakalpa. In that biggest Kalpa cycles, the other cycles will keep on coming. As I said, the yugas themselves are cycles. Within the yugas, again, variety of Kala Chakras go on moving. That, the one of the top most description out of the Kala Chakra movement is the 12 Rashis which are there. They keep on changing. Now one cycle is over. Recently the Kumbha Meena Rashi over, Kumbha Rashi cycle has come, they say. It goes for 2500 years. So in that, again, everything has got the planetary powers affecting the earth and our own knowledge or ignorance affecting the planetary motions. In between, the great saints, sages, sent by the Lord, come to mould the minds of all of us so that we live a noble life for our own sustenance and evolution, which adds up to the total universal evolution. So, keeping all this in mind, every day I chant, कि मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ संस्थापन द्वारा विश्व संरक्षण अभिवृद्धि अर्थ. Then अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये. Amidst so many shastra study and sadhana we are trying to do. Sri Valmiki Maharshi Virachita, written by Valmiki, the great sage, Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana Shastrasya. Of this Yoga Vaashishtha Shastra, Parayanam, chanting, Adhenam, study, Sadhana Prayatnam, sadhana, Vayam Sarve Karishyamahe. We all are doing. So that Sanatana Dharma established, universe is peaceful, Bharatamata being the hub of the whole universe for protection should be sustained, and you and I also evolve in sadhana. For that purpose, we are doing all these classes. So the meaning of Sankalpa Acharya today we shared. Adho Sri Vaashishtha Maharshi Virachita Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana Shastram Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Valmiki Maharshi Virachita Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana Shastram Mangalacharana Shlokaha. Om Yatas Sarvani Bhutani Pratibhanti Sthitani Cha Yatra Evopashamam Yanti Tasmai Satyatmane Namaha. Jnata Jnanam Tatha Gneyam Drashta Darshana Drshabhu Karta Hetu Kriya Yasmad Tasmai Jnaptyatmane Namaha. Spuranti Sikara Yasmad Anandasyambarevanam Sarvesham Jivanam Tasmai Brahmanandatmane Namaha. Devi Bhumau Tathakashe Bahirantascha Me Vibhu Yo Vibhatyava Bhasatma Tasmai Sarvatmane Namaha. Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Vishwamitra Valmiki Maharshi Namaha. Atha Dvitiya Prakaranam Mumukshu Vivahara Prakaranam Prathama Sargaha Sri Shukadeva Nirvana Sargaha. Yes, friends, yesterday we have seen up to the mantra number 25. Even little more we saw, we'll start from there. Om Sri Vishwamitra Vacha. So, we are seeing this from 22nd. Tata Praveshayamasa Janakaha Shukam Angadam Tatraha Nisasaptaiva Tataiva Vasad Unmanaha. So, after making him stay 7 days outside the palatial entrance, he allowed him to come into the Angana, the inner empty area in that Angana of the Janakapuri. Tatrahani saha sapta eva tata eva avasat unmanaha. That absolutely quite Shukadevji on listening stayed 7 days there. Then Atha Praveshayamasa Janakonta Puram Shukam Raja Sadrushyate Tavad Iti Sapta Dinani Cha. So then in that after completion of 2 weeks, on the first day or third week, Pandrahava Din, Antapuram Shukam Janaka Praviveshayamas, allowed him to enter into Antapura. Then he was told, Shukadevji, Raja na drushyate tavad iti sapta dinani. Ki Raja cannot give you apartment for 7 days. You please stay. If you want to go, you can go. Like that was told Shukadeva. Anytime he had freedom to go back, he's not bound there. But the Raja will not give you immediate appointment. He is busy in his own works. 7 days it will take. Okay. In the third 7 days, from 15 to 21, he was offered everything. Ki tatra unmala vikantambi bhojanaihi bhoga sanchayehi janakolayamasa shukam shashi samananam. So Janaka ordered for the lalana of Shukadevji in the last 7 days with all the bhoga samagri. In the first 2 weeks he was not offered. तीसरे हफ्ते सब दिए जा रहे थे. So let him be kept entertained busy. Out of compassion, so 2 weeks तो रुक गया बेचारा. But that is humiliation. Really though, Janakaji wanted to test the Viveka Vairagya of the great Shukadeva. Then what happened to Shukadevji when he was offered with all of them? When if he had indulged in all of them, the mind would have got diluted in its jnana, polluted because of the bhogas of the weekend also, if he had indulged in them. Totally, that great viveka done by him, jnanam done by him, would have been covered or removed only. He would have not fulfilled the purpose for which he has come. Now, this story of Shukadevji here or Parikshitji doing their anshan, their prayopavesha or Nachiketa denying, even Dhruvaji for 6 months, 1 by 1 month, gave out everything of outer worldly thing. They all show that unless the aspects of our activities which make us extroverted are dropped, we cannot become deeply introverted to apprehend, comprehend the sublime substratum, the truth, the reality. In every of the case you see, Nachiketa said no. Parikshitji sat for his own that anushan. Ramaji totally gave up eating. Shukadevji bhi wahan mana kar diya. Aap dekh rahe. All through. It is not that type of sentimental emotional compulsion, but it is the qualificationally necessary aspect that we have to give up. Can we catch this thought from this topic as our today's learning? That to become antarmukha, to become Bhagavad Unmukha. All that which makes us Bhagavad Vimukha and Bahirmukha. The Bhoga Adi, can we reduce them? Can we replace those timings and use those energies for the Antarmukha sadhanas? Dekho, it's a choice given. Choice given is to not to say that there is a choice. Choice given is to say indirectly that without choice you opt this. Arjun ko Bhagavan ne kaha, yatechasi tatha kuru. Do whatever you want. He gave choice. In giving the choice, the disciple should understand that Guru is giving the choice out of his kindness, compassion. But how can there be any choice after being told by the Guru what to do? That's why Arjuna also wise to say, Karishye vachanam tava, tava vachanam karishye. What you said, that alone I will do. That is yuddha. Tasmad uttishta kaunteya, yuddhaya kritanishchaya. Choices will be given, but we have to be careful to choose. So, very, very careful it is. Can we think this one? Can we say, yaar, मैं बहुत बहिर्मुख हूँ, विषयी हूँ, मैं लंपट हूँ, लालची हूँ, in respect of my age and the drums of things and eaten throughout the life like a chuha in a godown. Yet my mind is still anchoring behind same nonsense. So here onwards, other than the times of my need to have the bhojana twice or thrice a day, the entire time, no other bhogas I think about or involve in. Let me do my upadhi shuddhikarana sadhanas, antarimukhīkarana sadhanas, tattva siddhanta jnana prapti sadhanas of shravanam and adhyanam. Let me do daivopasanas, let me do gurupasanas and prarthanas. Beautiful now if we can think like that. मुझे तो लग रहा है भगवान अंतर्मुख बना हुआ सब झमेला झंझट छुड़वा दो एक्सेप्ट द क्लासेस क्लास तो जा रहे हैं हमारा है ना नहीं करे तो फिर दिन तृप्ति नहीं होगी, आप भुलक्कड़ है, भूल सकते हैं. Give energy, mind's capacity to do the classes on the Shastras. This is my seva, only seva I can do for being alive here, given food by this loka. मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ इस सुंदर जगत को और जगत के लोगों को, अदर देन दिस स्वाध्याय अध्यापन. ये तो जारी करने दो, ये तो मेरा रोजगार है, रोजी रोटी. But apart from that, bless me to withdraw from everything, become antarmukhi. Wow. Tathastu Devatas, please bless. May we realize moment by moment that the moment by moment the time is losing away. Much before the avaraj comes, we should be ready, offering to him. तुमको तो मेरा शरीर ही से है ना, ले ले, मैं कभी कभार कर चुका हूँ, I have आत्मा. ले जाएगा आत्मा को. ये अवराज बोले कहाँ ले जाओ, तो आज मेरे पास भी है. That अवकात, that strength, that audacity we should have. ऐसा लक्ष्य बनाना है. So when all are offered, what did Shukadevji do? Te bhoga hatani dukkhani vyasaputrasya tanmanah na jahrurmanda pavanah baddhapita vivasanam. So, tagatna. So, tanmanah vyasaputrasya. Underline this word. Tanmanaha Vyasaputrasya. That Vyasaputra who has become Tanmanaha. His mana has become Tatmaya. What is Tatmaya? The purpose for which he has come. To get the answer to his question. Only that this mind was engaged in. Therefore, Tani Bhogani. All the bhogas which are given to him was Dukkhani Eva. Disturbing only. Like sometime you are engaged in TV or cricket, कोई चाय वाय ले आए खाने की चीज, मैं इतने बिजी हूँ ना, डिस्ट्रैक्ट मत करो. We say that. That gives dukkha. ऐसे we say no. Isn't it? Sometimes very rare wrong example I give. ऐसे तो टीवी के सामने और भोग करने का मन होता है. By the way, I said some people say, or involved in some work, they are given something. You know, like on phone he is talking, the husband, official work, very urgent. She says, काफी चाहिए नाश्ता है. अब don't disturb me, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, अभी मैं काम में बिजी. So तन्मनः शुकदेवस्य तानि भोगानि दुःखानि एव. ते भोगानि दुःखानि. तन्म व्यासपुत्रस्य शुकदेवस्य. Therefore, न आजक्रूर मंदवहनाः पवना बद्धपीठमिव आचलम्. So न आजक्रूर means what? They have not shaken him, tempted him, distracted his attention at all towards themselves, towards them. He was like a huge mountain. And these all Bhogavastus kept in front of her like the very slowly blowing the wind. What will that wind do? उस बड़ा पहाड़ को उड़ा गया, उखाड़ेगा, उड़ाएगा नहीं. So this is what is life. When our commitments for sadhanas are as lighter as like that of a feather of a pigeon, or a very lighter, what do you call the thing, then slightest of the wind also comes, our commitment goes away for our spiritual sadhana. अगर हवा का झरोका भी लग गया, बस उड़ गए हो. From this stage of our mind उड़ जाना from the goal because of the slightest blow of the wind called any of the temptations, we have to aim at becoming like Vyasaputra Shukadevji in our commitment for the whole, like that of a big mountain which cannot be shaken by bigger winds and storms also. The winds and storms are the fears, the temptations, whatever they are. None of them should touch us. Rather, the entire Bhoga Sampada that was given to Shukadevji by Janaka Raja, because the Raja, very rich Raja, all of them was like a Manda Vayu only to him. that it has just come as if touched him and gone away without influencing him. That's a beautiful example, na? Manda pavanaha baddha pitamiva achalam. Achalam mountain. Pita means the bottom portion. Baddha means strongly rooted. That achala, which is whose pita is baddha, will it move when the manda pavana touches it? No. So his jijnasa for the truth was so tivra, standing like a mountain, that his temptation could distract nahi. Thank God for his earlier or Viveka Vairagya done about the ephemerality of the world, about living the life only at the Upadhi level when we indulge in the Upadhi Sambandhi Vishayas. He has done all that. Therefore, he is not touched by. लेकिन थोड़ा शर्म आना चाहिए हमको, शर्म करना चाहिए थोड़ा थोड़ा कि how many lives or how many years I keep on having my mind focused only on Indriya Bhogas, not the Bahya Bhogas. When we lie, think for only the reality exclusive. ऐसा क्वेश्चन को आंसर के रूप में करना है, अभी से वही शुरू कर. At 1,000 upayas, each one can find for himself. One of the upaya is the time-wise conquering. कल से या आज से मैं रात को 8 से 9 ओनली स्पिरिचुअलिटी, नो टीवी नथिंग. उसके बाद 8 से 10 एक हफ्ते बाद, उसके बाद सुबह भी 1 घंटा, फिर दोपहर भी 1 घंटा. तो इस तरह giving gaps in between, 1 hour we decide to spend only for Paramatma, then reduce those gaps, increase the durations of this. 1 hour to 1.5 hour करो और gap को कम करते जाओ, then the whole day becomes spiritual. एक तरीका है, ऐसे बाकी जो. The another tarika is beautiful, which is very likeable, is what? Go to an ashram where the discipline is very strict, already there. You just stick to that discipline. Your sadhana is automatically done. घंटी बजती है नाश्ता सबके लिए, घंटी बजती है क्लास के लिए, जाओ, है ना? Then homework is given, do that. Time for rest is given, do that. Effortlessly in that great ashrama, the Guru leads us. But we can't stay in the ashram for more than a week because we are jealous that our children are happy without us. So we have to go there to trouble them. चिल्ड्रन में बेवकूफ है, उसको अकल है तो बोलना चाहिए. पापा भागे आश्रम से, हाँ बेटा चलो मैं जा रहा हूँ. They should go to ashram for the peace. So anyway, like that we have to find our techniques. So he was like a mountain, they are like winds, just touched, they were ever affected him, not shaken or moved him. Right? Kevalam susamah swastah mauni mudita manasah Atishtat sukastatra sampurnaiva chandrama. What a beautiful na? Kevalam susamaha. He was exclusively in the to samasthiti of the buddhi or chitta. Samasthiti of both aspects. These all objects of temptation are not required. Other samasthiti is the purpose for which he has come. From the purpose, the mind is not deterred. By seeing the things, the mind is not agitated. The non-deterring, non-agitated state of mind is susamaha. Beautiful word, na? And swastaha. He was his own self. Swasmin sthiti. The opposite of that word is aswastataha. Means not staying with yourself. If you are not staying with yourself, where have you gone? You are gone with the objects of temptation which are kept in front. Again, कोई भोग वस्तु सामने आते ही, when our mind goes to embrace it or indulge in it, it is called technically aswasthata. Because we are no more with us when the objects are seen, we go for them. So swasmin sthiti swasthata, I am with myself. When I am not with myself, I ran for the object, I am not swastha, therefore I am aswastha. Good word, no? He was swastha, swasmin sthita. Neither he allowed himself to go out of himself and fall on the objects, nor he allowed the objects to enter his mind and create agitation. See the joy of that freedom, see that freedom, see that glory of that. हमको भगवान नहीं देना चाहते वस्तुएं, भाग भाग कर हम मांग मांग कर भगवान को तंग करते हैं देने तक, लाइक ए वेरी नॉटी चाइल्ड. Here, freely offered, he says, I don't want. He is in Sumanaha Swasthatah Stitaha. Okay, Susamaha Swasthatah. So, Kevalam Susamaha Swasthaha. Then Mauni. Mauni. He was in the Mauna. Well, he doesn't want to even talk about them. Overall, कुछ लगाकर देख ले जाएंगे वगैरह. He was not commenting on even them. मतलब उसको आप देख भी नहीं रहे. Maybe a smile he must be throwing. They understood why he doesn't want it. Mauni. Then Mudita Manasaha. He is contented himself within because of the purity achieved, in which total Vairagya for the world is achieved. Mudita Manasa. कितना बढ़िया है कि नहीं? When we keep our mind happy, है ना, through that Viveka Vairagya, then why the world will trouble us? Why do we get distracted? I love this word. अपने अंदर ही अपने आप से खुश रहो. So when the touch of jnana or consciousness happens, in which it is realized that we are that infinite self, that moda anand is so big it is. उसके सामने सारे सुख भोग बहुत छोटे छोटे हैं. A wrong example I am giving. Like when the deep sleep attacks us, at that time, even though cinema or serial in the TV is very good, even though your most beloved person is next to you, even very tasty, fragrant food is kept there, will you look at it? You are wanting to go into sleep only. नहीं चाहिए मुझे. Because that sleep ananda we want. So to the one whose mana is mudita, he will not be disturbed by anything. So, swastaha, uditamanasah, susamaha, that great Shukadevaji, atishtada sa shuka tatra. And how he was looking like Sampurnaha eva chandramaha. Like a full moon, he was in that brightness and brilliance. So, this is what Shukadevaji's sthiti there. He was not tempted by anything. Then, parijñāta svabhavam tam shukam sajanako nrupaha Anitam muditatmanam avalokya namaha. So, tam shukam. To that shukha, janakaha nupaha, the king. Parijñāta svabhavam. Of the Shukadevji's svabhava, having known. He already knows by दिव्य दृष्टि, व्यास जी ने कह दिया होगा, but थोड़ा final touches के लिए टेस्ट किया. तो इस स्वभाव is understood that he cannot be tempted and he is stable in his mind. So having known the great nature of Viveka Vairagya of Shukadevji, after testing him, the king Janakaji, Anitam, he invited him to near to him. तो 21 नहीं 22वां दिन भगवान राम जी का मंदिर का उद्घाटन होगा 22 जनवरी को. You can calculate कि from 1st January हमारे सुखदेव जी has waited up to 21 Jan. So 22nd he was invited. So, Anitam. And when he looked at him, Mudita Atmanam Avalokya. He was in the Moda Ananda only. He was not in any slightest trace of disappointment or anger, anything. Because 21 days he was made to wait, Baba. Big time, no? आपने इतना क्यों लेट किया वगैरह वगैरह क्वेश्चन ही नहीं. How it happened? Because he knows that he has come with his own purpose. And he cannot have a right to question or blame Janaka ji. अब तुम आए अपने मर्जी जरूरत के लिए आए और रुको फिर. रुकने का नहीं तो भागो. Who can stop you? This is the one. When I know it is my need to be with the Guru in the ashram, with all difficulties, I will stay there. That is why I realize this, Baba. If you, the audience, do not realize the need of these classes, you won't come and stay and sit. How much ever I try, that's why I stopped all publicity. I never did only. Little messages I used to भेजो, even now I stopped that. जिनको इच्छा है, पसंद है, they will come. It is your choice, in your interest you have to come. I am doing my classes. I cannot force anyone. Thank God, in my 5 years of effort, nobody helped me in this regard, because of which I realized this fact. If somebody had helped, then if few people had joined, then I would have been different dilemma, different wrong notion that लोग कुछ कहेंगे तो सत्संग होता है. No, प्रभु चाहे तो होता है बस. प्रभु शक्ति देते हैं तो we'll be able to speak. और प्रभु की कृपा आपका इच्छा है तो you come. And same way, as how many days you come, that is also your ichcha. You may go away with your other distractions, temptations. I am not going to bother now in this life of mine. हो गया मेरा तो. In any number of जन्म मेरा दृष्टि केवल सत्संग में रहेगा. Those who are fortunate, they come. Those are they go. I am not a question at all. You go, welcome, listen, we'll go where you want to go. है कि नहीं? It is Shukadevji's interest. Therefore, he is Mudita Manasa. He is not in the complaint that how did you make me 21 days stay? On the other hand, he is in great joy, contentment and gratitude. At least on the Vaiswadhyana, you have permitted me. नहीं तो और एक साल रुको बोले तो देखो, these are the small little wisdoms with which our dragging mind should be answered. Destructive mind should be tackled with. Two things. When the small bhogas I cannot give up, how can I give up the big bhogas? ऐसा बुद्धि मन को समझाना चाहिए. In the same way, if I can't do the small sadhana, how can I do big sadhanas? In that way we have to involve. But daily 1 hour, if I can't sit in the class, then when will I steadily study Shastra, contemplate on it, realize the self? ऐसा बुद्धि से अपने मन को समझाना चाहिए. Others, nobody will tell us. Why will they tell? Why should they tell? That's what you say also. People, the moment when they have stopped responding, I understood that they don't like, they don't want. It was a heavy insult I felt in the beginning, but later I realized, hey, what is insult? It is an ego gets insulted. So I was in ego. I just dropped it. I do for my class, Swanta Sukhaya, Tulasi Raghunatha Gata Bas. The others, those who are finding interest, they are joining. Some 2 minutes, 5 minutes, some 10 minutes, some of them half an hour. Nobody had started to sit the whole class, except one hour. Apna ichha. So we are seeing here, Shukadev is observed by Janaka that Shukadev was in absolute contentment. So it is again a matured individual person's way of life that mind should never be allowed to lose that poise, to lose that joy or contentment. The moment the poise goes away, it loses its capacity to attend to the work in hand. अभी दुखी मन लेकर जनक जी अश्व बैठे तो जनक जी का उपदेश उनको जनक रूपायल वाले हो जाएगा. He will not understand. Isn't it? पायल नहीं बचना चाहिए वहां, मन शांत होना चाहिए. So जनक जी when he saw him, he आनीत मुदित आत्मानम अवलोक्य जनक राजा ननामः. He did pranams to namaskar to Shukadeva ji. Then the one shloka address of Janakaji to Shukadev ji is so beautiful. He says, Nisheshita jagat karya prapta kila manoratha kimipsitam tavetyasho krutaswagatam ahatam. So krutaswagatam, having used the words of welcome, formality, swagatas, two things he asked. और जनक जी ने कहा उनसे कि निश्चेषित जगत कार्य, the one whose karyas in Jagat are no more remaining, who has done all the karyas of the Jagat. Such you, O Shukadev ji. Second one, Prapta Akhila Manoratha, the one whose all Manorathas are fulfilled. O such you, Kim Ipsitam Tava. What is the desire in you? Ashu, Kim Ipsitam Tava iti Ashu, Krutaswagatam Ahatam. For what purpose that you have come here? Kim ipsitam. What's the purpose? Because Jagat Karya Nisheshita Rupani you have done. Then your entire Akhila Manorathas are fulfilled. What for you have come? Now here, first thing is clear, important, Nisheshada Jagat Karya. What is the meaning of completion of all our karyas in the Jagat? हंसी मजाक में बताऊं तो through Vivek and Vairagya, keeping ourselves away 100% from the world, so much so that because of this, the world is not disturbed. That is called as the Jagat Karya पूरा खत्म हो गया. No, it has very deep Vedantic meanings again on the basis of Mandukya Adi Upanishads. If I enter into that analysis, it takes time. This much we can understand that as long as we imagine the Karya in the Jagat, Karya or Karma will continue, Karma and Karma Phala will continue. Karma Phala continues to keep us as a Jiva. As long as we are Jiva, so long the world appears to be real. As long as the world is real, I am Jiva important, Upadhis, Karya, Phala, in that chakra I am there, so long Paramatma is far away. The best example for that is the person in the mirror. That is our own self. Now the Nishesha Jagat Karya Sthiti kya hua? He understood the limitation of Jagat, binding nature of Jagat. So Purna Vairagya has come to him. Because he has got Vairagya, he is no more involved in the Jagat for any karma. There is no karma phala coming to him. So the karma phala, karma दोनों नहीं है, तो जगत का कोई मायना नहीं है. करता है भोक्ता मेरे अंदर नहीं है, तो जीव का कोई मायना नहीं. Both of them, the Jiva Jagata, is set to go with each other. Both are imaginations, both are projections. So you transcended these two. No more Jagat is important to you. No more you are there a person as the involver in the Jagat. That is the meaning of Nishesha Jagat Karya. After that only, the second aspect is Prapta Akhila Manoratha. What is the literal meaning of it? All your Manorathas are fulfilled. All. Akhila, as if the thousands are there. He has got only one Manoratha. But what is the truth he wanted to realize? The beauty is one truth when is realized in the relation of that self, all the Manorathas are fulfilled. Rather, the Manorathas go away actually. Because the infinitude of the self is so beautiful that no other desire or Manoratha remains. See now, in the words of Janakaji only, how much wisdom is there. Nishesha Ashaha, what called Nishesha Jagat Karya, Prapta Akila Manoratha, such you, Kimipsitam. What else you have desire to, or what you want to know again, what purpose you have come. In this way, Janakaji asked. Now Shuka Vacha, Sri Shuka Vacha, Shukdevi replies. Samsaradambaramidam Katham abhyuthitam guru Katham prasamamayati Yathavat kathayashu me. Beautiful questions. He has not yet, he has totally transcended his attachment to the world, interest to the world, importance to the world, indulgence in the world. But still, Jagat Bhranti is still there. Bhranti means darshanam. Therefore, Katha samsara adambaramidam Katham abhyuthitam guru. This entire adambara of the samsara, Khatam, for what reason, from where it has come. Now, as an answer to this only, the whole Uppatti Prakarana, Sthiti Prakarana, Upashama Prakarana will be exhaustively touched. So, for creating that question in Rama, Shukdevi's Katha is being narrated as if by Vishwamitra. So, what is the meaning of samsara adambara? That not that the world is so beautiful, it is attracting me, but the world is it so much of adambara, it is there. With all varieties of trees, plants coming and going, giving fruits and flowers, again other things coming other season, and the birds, the animals, सारा जो चल रहा है ना, ये सारा इतना variety के साथ आडंबर कहाँ से आया, क्यों आया? Second is what? कथम प्रशमम आयाति. When will it become prashamita? यथावत कथया आशमे. Please tell me the answer exhaustively. Where from the world has arisen? When will the world will dissolve? You know, one-liner answer is given here by Janakaji, tomorrow we'll see. So simple it looks to be, and it is so simple only. And this is the entire Vedantic essence, which we have seen, studied in all Upanishads, and very sufficiently, efficiently forgotten also. Only one thing. With Sankalpa, the Jagat gets created. With Vikalpa, the Jagat gets dissolved. That's it. इतना ही है पूरा. Whole universe is Sankalpa Matra. That's what when we get up in the morning, संकल्प शुरू होता है. Till रात तक संकल्प चलते रहते हैं, इसलिए जगत है. At the time of sleep, we drop sankalpa, world is gone. But still we have vasanas in the nidra, next day again we do sankalpa. Bas, that vasana वाला कचरा निकाल दिया, तो फिर से ना संकल्प होएगा ना जगत रहेगा. फिर कौन है? वो है जो हमेशा था, हमेशा है, रहेगा, the pure self. Now to this question of Shukadeva ji, Sri Vishwamitra Uvacha. Vishwamitra ji says to Sri Rama कि जनकेनेति पृष्ठेन शुकस्य कथितं तदा तदेव यत्पुरा प्रोक्तं तस्य पित्रा महात्मना. So Janakena, by Janaka, iti पृष्ठेन, when he was asked by like this, Shukasya to Shukadevji kathitam tada was spoken or taught. The Janaka who was asked like this by Shukadeva, to that Shukadeva, Janakaji gave answer. What answer he gave? Tadeva, that answer only, yet pura proktam, tasya pitra mahatmana. The great Mahatma, the father of Shukadeva, Vyasaji, whatever he said, exactly word to word verbatim, same thing Janakaji also spoke to Shukadeva. वही बात कहा उन्होंने, nothing new is added. Then Shukadeva ji again feels, ये तो मैं जानता हूँ सब कुछ. You know, he says, Shri Shukavacha Swayameva Maya Purvam Etat Jnatam Vivekatah Etadeva Cha Prushtena Pitra Me Saudahrutam Bhavatapyesha Evartha Katito Vagvidambara Esha Eva Cha Vakyartha Shastreshu Paridrushyate. That's what we say, no? The intuitive power. To realize what we have realized itself is realization, is gained by the touch of the Guru when we have faith in him. When we have more faith in our problem and in our question, more and not in Guru's words. Guru words never come to us, our question never goes away. More than we and our question. When we have faith in the Guru, the one word he says, that intuitive power comes, immediately we realize that we have already realized. That's it. Shukadeva ji kya कहते हैं ना, interestingly, स्वयं एवं मया पूर्वम एतत् ज्ञातं विवेकतः. What you spoke was thoroughly known by me, by my own self with my own viveka. Point one. Two, एतदेव च पृष्ठेन पित्रा मे सम्यकुत आहृतम्. The same thing was spoken by my father who was asked by me. Two, Bhavatapi Esha Eva Artha Katita Eva Agvidambara. The best among the speakers, Vishwamitra ji, Janaka ji, you also told me the same thing. 3. 4. Esha Eva Cha Vakyartha Shastreshu Paridrushyate. In all the Shastras, the final artha of the all Vakyas is this only. अब देखो इससे क्या हुआ फिर, कल हम डिस्कस करेंगे एट लेंथ. These are the 4 things. By himself he understood it. From father also he got the same. Janaki ji also said same thing. When he referred to all the ancient Upanishad Shastra, उसमें भी यही बात कहा. एक तो उस तरफ से उनमें एक वाक्यता है. All of them are speaking one thing. Second is Shukadeva ji went through all the 4. Yet he still have to drop his doubt just to believe what Guru said is ultimate. And what Guru is saying is, you have already realized. He is not going to teach anything. कहीं देखा अभी तक तत्व ज्ञान की बातें कुछ है? Did our Vyasaji tell anything? No. Did our Shukadeva Janaka पता है? क्योंकि already Shukadeva जी पता है वो. बस 1 or 2 sentences as we said now. Your question is so simple. With the kalpana of the mana, Jagat comes. When you drop it, the mana gone, Jagat gone. What is there is Brahman only. Shukadeva ji realizes it and goes back to Sumeru Parvata for 10,000 years. he does tapasya and gets the Atmanubhuti. ये वाला कलम देखेंगे. थैंक यू. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमर्षिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वेदव्यास वाल्मीकि शुकदेवादि भगवान की. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम् नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय तन्नो विष्णुः दाशरथाय विद्महे सीतावल्लभाय तन्नो रामः प्रचोदयात्. मंगलं गुरुदेवाय मुनिमुदात्मने सर्वलोकशरण्याय साधुरूपाय मंगलम्. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोल श्री रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास शुकदेवादि समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. पार्वती मध्य हर हर महादेव. हर सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मृति जय. राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदिबला शक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सौभाग्य धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्ष मुक्त गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. Thank you, respected friends, for your being regular. Enjoy this very rare text. Many other texts you must be listening. Good, continue. अब ये भी एक अनोखा संपूर्ण ग्रंथ है. मौका मिला, somebody is there to talk to us. Let us enjoy. I welcome you. I love to have you. Your choice. Now come in 5 minutes time. 5 मिनट में आइए. फिर आदिशंकर रचित नया ग्रंथ 4th one आत्म पूजा. Let us study it. Thank you. Then our chanting of Tripura Rahasya continues. Then our reading of the Skanda Purana continues.